Man in the Suit is a series that's been around for months and months now. I felt like taking a day just to kind of chill out, check out some VHS series. So let's get this started. I hear some noise. I have no clue what this series is about, so this should be fun. I did see a dinosaur, so that might be what that is. Godzilla. Oh, wait. It's in the title. Yeah, so we have like, what, a burning city, maybe? With a picture of Godzilla. Okay, we got some music going to kind of like set the mood, set the atmosphere. Keep in mind though, the name of the series is called The Man in the Suit, I think, right? So there might be a man in the suit. The person in the Gojira suit was unknown at the time, but the story the actor has with Gojira is odd. This is a photo of him in the suit. All right, so it's just kind of like a little tiny suit, I guess. I don't know. Was it the same size as him? Here's another picture. I think this is so cool because back in the day, I'm pretty sure they had like a tiny set and they had a dude in a costume just run around the set and destroy things. He got the acting job of being and wearing the Gojira suit. That's really cool. He got some like planes flying around in the background. Oh, that Flash said something. You have to pause and go back and read it, guys. And the actor fell in love with it. Yeah, I would too. Do you know how cool of a job that has to be to run around in a suit? He would wear the suit most of the time to the point that you never saw his actual face. This is from a producer of the show. Wow. Okay, so he was just like, he went full on like 7-year-old in a cowboy suit type thing. Like, I won't let mom wash the suit. Even when we take breaks, he would just wear the suit. The suit would sometimes heat up, but he didn't care. That was from an actor. Okay. All right, so we're starting to put a little plot together here for this dude. I have a theory that he's literally gonna become the suit. It was like as if he was addicted to the suit. Like as if it was calling his name. It's gotten to the point where he brings the suit home even though we tell him not to. That was from a co-director. He wouldn't really speak a lot, but he would say his name is Goji, basically the nickname we gave to the suit. Okay, that's really unique. The last time he was on set, he was acting in the suit until he just stopped. This photo was taken. He just stopped, like full stop, just stayed there still. Several minutes later, he would start to walk and stop yet again. His breathing was muffled. He was also breathing oddly. Did he die? Or like almost dead type thing? Are we thinking like Springtrap? The director thought this was a joke, poking at him to get back in place, but he wouldn't budge. Oh no. Uh-oh. The suit's taken over the world. After 2 odd minutes of oddly breathing, he would tell people to check on him and to make sure he takes the suit off. Oddly. This was the photo that someone took before the person on the right saw what was inside. Uh-oh. Is this going to be some kind of like Springlock thing, or is a person going to be just completely gone? The man opened the costume to see that he was growling in the suit. His flesh was slowly ripped away as he tried to open the suit. Oh my god. So his body was morphed and like attached to the outside of the suit. The suit was now his skin. So as they went to take the suit off, it was just ripping away to reveal like muscle and veins and everything else underneath. There was no getting that suit off him anymore. He became that dinosaur basically. Somehow his body deformed to the point he was filling the inside of the suit. Oh, so like his arms had like expanded and like T-Rex. This is what they expected. Wait, what? Oh, they're gonna show me a diagram. That's sick. Okay, so we have the suit. The man in the suit, he's probably got like little eye holes right here so we could see outside of it. That's what they obviously expected, you know, to have the regular human there to kind of like be a human, I guess. What do they find though? It's gonna show us what they found. Come on, give it to me. Oh, his like skeletal structure changed to match the inside of the suit. Oh my god, not 1, but 2 of the most terrifying creatures ever loosed on man. Each a raging, unkillable horror. Is this like the actual Godzilla thing? Both on rampage to stun your every sense. Gigantus, the fire monster. Born to destroy each other. But first, they'll destroy the world. This is really cool. It's like an old style movie ad. Ooh. Dang it, no captions. This is really cool. Yep. Just destroying the entire city. Oh my god. And the tape got fried up? Is that what happened? The man in the Gojira suit still came along for the next movie. If they stopped and told anyone about the suit man, Toho would have been sued and ridiculed for keeping such a disgusting creation. So they decided to keep him out of public eye so they could bank off the success of Gojira. So they had like one last ditch effort to get this to work, basically, because that was it. Toho wanted to find out the ultimate cause for all of this. I would too if one of my actors was like morphed into a suit. The man in the suit has been examined by private doctors. The doctors weren't really sure about the cause, saying it might be a pill, but they weren't certain. What they were certain about was the outcome, whether he took or had made his skin and flesh inflate in the inner suit, melting and fusing together. Somehow, the outside of the suit was now his skin. They've had like doctors and professionals look at this too. His bones were rearranging inside to match with the height of the suit. Yeah, that's what we saw, like in the tail portion. It was starting to look like a freaking suspension bridge in there. He can somehow feel the outer layer of his suit as if it was his own skin. So when the director came over and poked him just to push him back over to the set, he could feel like being touched pretty much. It turned out that he could see out of the eye sockets of the suit, but his eyes were bloodshot. Oh, must be fun at birthday parties. His eyes were bloodshot. Yeah. And they were coming out of the actual slots on the dinosaur. That's pretty interesting. Nice. The name of the actor who played Angurius it's blacked out. It's literally censored. And all their faces are censored too. Does that mean something went wrong? Someone here is in trouble. People on set noticed that he was odded out by the man in the suit. No one cared to tell him what happened and what he has become. The man in the Gojira suit was very cooperative. Even after losing his vocal cords, he could still make noise, like one of an animal. So he literally became the character that he was playing. Symbolism? Everything would go great until the last scene where they would both fight. Uh-oh. We're gonna have one dude that's basically a dinosaur now fighting another dude inside of like a styrofoam costume. I don't think those two things really add up. Okay, they're fighting inside of this village. And there's both the characters. I think the one on the right is the man in the suit here, shaped like that dinosaur. Uh-oh. Oh, God. I feel like he's getting pummeled. Oh, my God. He looks like he's, like, actually going to town on him. Slamming him through the buildings. Nice, nice. Oh, he's getting away. Oh no, he's actually chewing into the suit. I feel like that's not special effects, especially for some like 1950s horror film. I feel like they didn't have much special effects to play with. The man in the gorilla suit would chomp on the actor's head, making him bleed profusely. This was never part of the script, but it looked darn good in the movie. The actor would yell painfully for help as the teeth clamped onto his head. Seconds later, the actor stopped moving. Oh my God, that's exactly what happened. This dude literally just got killed by, like, a megamorphed human. I don't know why I'm laughing. That's horrible. The man in the suit would protect the unconscious actor as he roared at anyone who came close to the unconscious actor. Okay, so he killed him and then he's, like, protecting him? Or is he, like, keeping his body there? The actor would awaken, shaking violently as he struggles to get up from the ground. The crew on the set helped him up, fearing the worst. They tried to take off the suit. It wouldn't budge. This is so cool. So the actor died in the suit, and the suit saved his life. And basically, they're just adding to his army. A picture was somehow taken when the man in the suit roaring and protecting the unconscious actor. Let me see this picture. Come on. It's got to be something gruesome. I guarantee it. What are we looking at here? This was the picture. Here we go. Here we go. I feel like I'm getting too hyped for no reason. Oh, good eyeballs. Hello, eyeballs. Alright. It's very dark, but it's just him on set, I assume. And there's some audio tapes. You can hear the audio recordings, I guess. This is the sounds he was making trying to protect that other actor from the audience, pretty much. At this point, because there's nothing much they can do. They're just there to watch now. This is what they expected. Here we go again with a comparison before and after. What do they expect? Come on, give it to me straight, Doc. Alright, this is actor number 2. Yep. So when he was biting down, he was chomping right on the neck there. That's way, I didn't see that part. Oh, you're gonna have to rewind and find out for yourself. This is what they found. Oh boy, here we go. What did they find? The music slowed down like a whole pitch too, just to kind of let you know that this is not gonna be anything that you expect. Come on, what did they find? Oh. Is all that white mass him? Filling out the entire suit? He had like all his nerve endings and everything kind of like scattered throughout the suit. And it's still going through the movie. Like they're still carrying on with the production. The Titanic terrifying battle between the mightiest monsters of all time. So we have 2 on set now. King Kong versus Godzilla. Uh-oh. I have a feeling we're gonna have 3 soon. And this is just gonna keep rolling and rolling like this.
Captain, water in the conning tower.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh god. Yep. We got Godzilla bouncing in and out pretty much. So what's the story behind King Kong? Are those like flames? It looks like flames. Afton? Oh, is this the tape burning up? This could definitely just be like the tape like overheating or something as it's playing through the movie. Let's try and look for things in the tape though. Maybe there's something in there hidden, like looking back out at us. I thought I saw like a face. I'm not gonna lie. It's a picture, it's a poster of King Kong and Godzilla in color. Wow. I think this is the first man in the suit right here, and that's Godzilla. Or that's King Kong, I mean. We have some more posters as well. The main man in the suit being the only Godzilla suit at the time, they used him for the next film. So they just carried this on without telling anyone anything that happened. With King Kong being an American film, the man in the suit wasn't having it. This is where I come in. Oh, we get to see the man telling the story now. That's pretty cool. I will be hiding my eyes and my name for me and my family's safety. Okay? I was put in this job of being the cameraman. They told me what happened and told me to stay quiet about it or I would be arrested. But the truth needs to come out somehow. Well, they got facial structure there anyways. The man in the suit wasn't happy making a movie with Americans. So the man in the suit is not American. Toho producers forced him to look more appealing to a younger audience. Oh no. He wasn't happy with how all this played out. So what are they doing? Dressing him up like Barbie? He had a very bad dislike towards the actor in the King Kong suit. Oh no. That's not good. He either thought the person was a traitor for portraying an American monster or saw something in him. He knew that he wasn't a big fan of the Americans. He would roar at them and try to attack them. We treated him like a lion at the zoo. So they tried to contain him, and he just wasn't having it towards these American actors. We had to film one more scene. I was instructed to not stop filming. They knew what was going to happen based off of the last one, and they were going to let it happen anyways. It did not go as planned. Are you sure about that? They've already done this once. They've done it twice. They're going to watch it happen a 3rd time, and he's just going to keep recording. Uh-oh. He's just beating him down with his tail. And as he tries to fight back just for the movie's sake, Godzilla literally just wasn't having it. You see all the pieces fly? He actually breathed fire though? Oh my god. Okay. Nice. Destroying whole homes. Now that's what I call a home wrecker. They're just fighting and fighting until they get to the center of the building. And then I assume when they do, something bad's gonna happen, probably. Alright. Uh-oh. The middle of the building just came down. Oh, they're going off a cliff? The whole thing just got corrupted. The man in the suit would push the actor off the cliff, and I had to record it all. And he was instructed to not stop filming. And it was probably used as a scene in the movie. There was a struggle in the water, splashing, as one of them frantically tried to get out of the other's grasp. We know which one had the grasp. The Godzilla is basically out for blood at this point, just looking for its next victim. Only one of them rose from the water. The other one's at the bottom, transforming, basically. And now we know how that movie ended. The anxiety burps. I was sick to my stomach, not wanting to know what he had done to the other actor. I got my other camera and ran. So you stopped filming, bud. That's kind of your fault. I tried to leave the long corridors of the Toho studio, wanting to take a quick breath of fresh air, but the power went out. Uh-oh. So he was in the studio stuck. I used a flash of my camera, trying to look around frantically, trying to find an exit. I heard someone's footsteps walking towards me. I thought it was an employee. I took a photo, wanting to find an exit quick. Okay, so he was using the flash of his photo. It wasn't an employee. He was using his flash to try and find his way around a dark room. It was the man in the suit. Uh-oh. Oh, no. What does that mean for him? Look at the face in the darkness. Do you see the eyes and the mouth? Oh my god, that's terrifying. Can you imagine if you take a flash with your photo, you look at it to see where the exit is, and you see that staring back at you in the darkness? Bro. I was startled by the first encounter of the man in the suit. It made me more curious than ever. It might harm me of doing this, but I need to share it. So I've gone to one of my friends who was smart with this stuff. I won't name her, I'll call her Elisa, okay? I called her, but she was in the middle of teaching her class, but she would still call me because of how curious she was. She'd never seen anything like this. So we shared the photo with Elisa. I recorded the section of the call. Let's listen.
The thing is, whatever this was caused wasn't from a pill. This is something else. Oh, God. This is the work of radiation. Holy shit. The man in the suit doesn't fuse with the suit instantly. His body explodes in the suit, then it reshapes itself in the suit. How do I explain this? Imagine a cream-filled donut. Without the cream, it's mostly a flat donut. That was the suit before, but because of the filling. The man, it basically filled up all the space.
Are you telling me us men are being used as fillings for donut? Quite exquisite.
But him and a cream-filled donut are different. The cream and donut are separate entities. There is a barrier so they don't mix. The man in the suit, however, his skin, his flesh, his bones. It's fusing with the suit.
Okay.
His teeth would be the suit's.
Okay.
Whatever he took. It's mutating him. It's making him more like a creature than a human.
So the suits...
Soon he will have animalistic properties, like using its teeth more effectively.
Oh
And
no.
would be able to control his tail. You said his eyes could move? And that they are bloodshot? But in this photo, his eyes flashed back. Human eyes don't do that.
Yeah.
You need to try and put him down. If not,
Like, kill him?
it is probably too late for mankind.
Godzilla is actually just gonna roam the planet and try and kill things. She said something about him mutating to the point that he looks like a beast. Yeah. You remember the depiction of the inside of the suit? My dude looks like a suspension bridge. You remember that part? I questioned what he would look like when he was fully mutated. She corrected me. There is no stopping point for the mutation. She then told me to go to an artist and give me a description that I sadly forgot now. So we're going to an artist for like a depiction of the monster to try and understand what it looks like, maybe? I told them to make the art and they complied. My Japanese would be a bit rusty because I thought I asked for one drawing, but I got 3. Unless there were 3 depictions. That's what they asked for. Here are the drawings. They're gonna show us the drawings and we're gonna be shocked. Oh, so that's just Godzilla. That's just what he looks like, what the suit looks like in its entirety. That's the other monster? I don't know if that one looks like Godzilla. You can see his eyes more clearly in it, though. That one is very clearly the monster we've seen. No subtitles are showed up. Uh-oh, it's just playing noise. Okay, I don't know what that said. If any of you guys know, leave it down in the comments. we can converse together. I snuck around the Toho building a day after the encounter with the man in the suit. I found a tape labeled Chinese lettering. Okay, what does it say though? I realized this was some years after the Angurius incident. What's the Angurius incident? Let me just show it. Okay, let me see the tape. This is like a weird Pokemon game from like 30 years ago. Oh my god. I can't even read that. We are fully aware of the suits. That's what I got from it. I can only guess they know about the suit and they know about its issues. And all they're trying to do is test it and figure out like what's causing things. I see up here it says train him. He destroyed the fight. The flight? I don't know. I think they're trying to like actually transform him and like on purpose and then train him to be whatever they need him for. But a lot of these people went into it not realizing that that's what they were doing. So I'm trying to figure out who's behind this all. Are we getting pictures? Is this the suit right here? Maybe? Or like a hand or like a face? I don't know. A tree stump? Is this a video? Or a picture? The time on the bottom's running. There's a bunch of alarms going off in the background. Either that or like dial-up tones. I don't exactly know what we're looking at or what we're supposed to be expecting, but I'm like watching very closely. Unless I get jump scared, then I'll click away immediately. Okay, a couple different voices being played here. Is that like a robotic? Is it like a robotic voice? I think that's what it is. Unless it's like an alarm, like I said. It could totally be that. Yeah, I have no clue. I can't even make that voice out. It's just a couple different voices talking with a dial-up tone in the background at the start. Someone coughing? I'm so confused. Oh, this is the Japanese tape that was found, right? From like a couple years prior to the whole like man in the suit incident happening, actually. Is someone screaming? Was it someone roaring? Like from the costume? Ooh. Ooh, what a beat. Anyone want to start freestyling to it? It's just like whenever I work out, you'd think I'm insane for the type of music that I listen to. For example, there was like a Michael Myers like Freddy remix, and it was just telling me how many people were dying basically, and there was a beat over it, and I was working out to it. But that's normal, right? That's probably normal. Oh, I feel like Godzilla would go hard as a trap remix. Are we still in the tape? Is that what's happening here? Or is this something completely different? He probably took the tape out actually and put the other one in, because he probably found a few. That looks like a costume. A suit? You got like the ears up top, the eyes and the teeth. Oh, his eyes are pure white. Wait, his eyes are up top. Those aren't ears, those are eyes. That was evil. I was mailed this tape. Okay, we're watching another tape. I don't think someone in the Toho studio made this. Oh no. It's like super dark. You don't understand. No, I don't. I'm not very fluent in Japanese. You killed my family. You Americans cheered when we lost. We lost our homes. Is this like based on the war? We lost our families. You nuked us. That's what I was thinking, because I heard the siren going, so maybe that's like the nuke took my wife. The nuke took my kids. Is this the monster here? Hiroshima was our home. I left for a business trip. Oh my god, and that's the only reason he survived. You took everything from me. Is this the monster? So I decided to return peace by getting rid of the people who wronged us. Oh my god. He just disappeared from the background. I'm just watching to see if anything like happens in that scene. So did the nuke on Hiroshima caused this? Like, he wasn't in the blast radius, but he was close enough. Look at the teeth! Oh my god, that looks like the home in Finding Nemo where they swim into. I recently got mailed this tape. They were shabby, but they came from Toho. Fair enough. They didn't look professional. By all means, there's probably a monster chasing them. They looked sloppy. Okay. Who were we to judge? There's so much to judge on this. One was how nobody at Toho mailed me the weirdest package, even though the mailing address was from there. Second was that I was fired. They must have thought I was telling people this. They were correct. Okay, so he was telling people about what was happening anyways. Thankfully, I had befriended someone to be a spy and get me photos and tapes of what was happening. So he could still be like inside the situation, understanding what's going on. He came here earlier with a tape called Dorsal Extraction. Oh my god. I'm not excited to see what this entails. So this right here says Dorsal Extraction, or is that like a company symbol? We will try and get him out of the suit. Oh, that's not gonna be good. The suit's just gonna grow back like skin at this point. We're unsure if this is going to work. And I'm unsure if I'm going to have hearing after this video. There's the suit right there. Now in color. It's such a dark, like, series, too. You really got to look close, which kind of makes me afraid for, like, jump scares. Unless those are, like, pieces of skin they're taking off and setting down. Oh, on the left, maybe they got him out of the suit. And like I said, his skin's just growing back. That's a circular saw. What are they cutting off? Are they shaving his skin off? I would just, you know, go right over the neck. He was very cooperative. We thought it would hurt him, but it didn't. Oh no. You know why he was cooperative? You know what happens to a lizard when you cut its limbs off? Those limbs keep moving. You know what happens to a starfish, a certain species of starfish, when you cut its arm off? The thing grows back a new starfish. I can guarantee you that hurt him, but he didn't care. He knew it was for the greater good. The results are fantastic. Let me guess. We predicted it. I expected like a Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare right there. Is he climbing out of the suit? Or is he shedding his skin? Or what's happening? He got bigger? Maybe they cut like an opening and pulled him out and he just gets bigger. He grows. I'm surprised that isn't the end, because the spy told me that after 2 minutes of being filmed, the man in the suit would attack a man with a camera. He told me that the flash from the camera hurt his eyes. Cool. So we point the camera down at the ground. We turn off the little flash button. We just let it run in darkness. The person took photos while they ran. Oh no. So they're running from the enemy. The enemy at this point. These are the photos. And these are their stories. Dun, dun. Is he stepping on something? That's his foot. That's just a foot. That's what we're seeing right now. That's literally him, like, running at him blurry. This is such a cool series. Can we take a moment just to appreciate all the work and, like, creativity that went into this? Oh, no. It's an armpit. Keep in mind, too, this is the man after he got taken out of the suit, right? So he's already, like, grown everything back a couple days later. What? The lizard people are real. After digging for it, they had finally found it. Uh-oh. He finally got the tape I wanted. So he's been asking for a specific tape with a certain piece of evidence, I assume. I want to know what happened to the man in the different suit. This was a previous suit, I would assume. Angurius? Is that what it was? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. We have tried our best to comply with the other person mutated in this, but his persistence hurts our finances. The second man in the suit that got killed originally and turned into it, people want to see him, but he doesn't want to be seen. This is the dude they tried to actually take out of the suit, if that makes sense, because the camera hurts his eyes. Maybe? I was confused at first. This was all? That's not all, buddy. That's a plot point right there. You are the side character in what's happening. Then he explained himself. He explained that the next movie was supposed to be the man in the Angurius suit versus the man in the suit. They have tried their best, wanting to comply with Angurius as if they were training a dog to do tricks. He snapped a photo of them trying to comply with the Angurius. Oh no, look at, like, his eyes are all like whited out and everything. It's like a turtle with spikes on. I said they were going to use force on him using tasers and such. Oh, PETA, where you at? But he warned me that there was a movie in the works. Okay, so they were in the middle of projects here. They'd kind of lose a lot if they got rid of him. Something about Godzilla battling. What is he battling? A giant moth? Oh my god. I'm pretty sure this just goes down the entire series of the whole like Godzilla franchise. Mothman is real. Hang on. Let me. How about Mothman real quick? Better? I went too far into this rabbit hole. Too far to the point I can't get out. He's gone too deep, gentlemen. It just keeps getting worse. They keep adding characters, putting them in these suits, and they keep getting mutated like that. The only one that didn't mutate, if you think about it, is that we've heard of so far is the Donkey Kong one. Donkey Kong? King Kong. He was an American character, and he got drowned in the lake off of the cliff, and he didn't come back up. Somewhere in the making of the new movie, the man in the suit somehow escaped. Uh-oh, Godzilla's loose. How do I know this? Because he killed my wife and kids. Am I right? His family's dead? Maybe? It was on the news. Oh, the local news. You can hear the sirens? Are those like fire trucks and ambulances? It's like wee wee. Title: monstrous movie, monster sighting. Is it a movie or is it like a real thing? Sightings of witnesses have seen a creature that resembles a lanky and tall Godzilla. Uh-oh. He's finally done it. He's snapped. One late night couple started to travel home, and as the husband took some photos, the husband was a photographer and thought taking pictures of the road would be an inspiration to his next photo piece. It's reasonable, but what did he discover in the road? I bet you it wasn't just the street. This is tense. One of the photos captured this. I'm just waiting for the picture to pop up. It's literally Godzilla in the road as they're driving home. You could see him just standing there menacingly. Around later that night, a boy would see a silhouette of the mysterious beast, thinking it was Godzilla. He stormed outside with the camera trying to take a photo of it, and then his head got bitten off by the monster. These were the photos he was able to take. Alright, show them to me. Show them to me. Oh, it's not even a silhouette. That's just like edge lighting. You can see Godzilla clearly. Dude, you can see look at his face. He looks like Charizard. These are really cool shots though. Can you imagine if you saw this in real life? You're standing at your front door going to get the mail and you're like, huh. We have tried to interview the kid, asking him what he had seen and to draw a picture of the creature. He doesn't need to draw a picture. Did you see those pictures? He took pictures and they were clear as day in the middle of the night. I've seen the film with my dad. I know what Godzilla looks like, said the kid. Well, that wasn't ominous at all. The thing I saw outside on the street wasn't Godzilla. Wait, what? Was there another creature? Was it the second creature that broke out? The Angarius suit or whatever? The beast's skin looked fake, yet real. Very uncanny. Like he was wearing the costume as skin. I don't think it was a creature. It might be some man in a suit. Yeah, kid, it was a man in the suit. Now it's just suit with cream donut filling. Pause. I don't know how I can explain his face. It somehow kept changing. I think it's because of the lack of sleep. Yeah, that's definitely what it was. You keep believing you, kid. But I do remember one of his faces. He quickly drew a drawing of it. Ooh, it's a very, like he said, a very like tall, lanky Godzilla type thing. Toho got wind of this fast, explaining this was a promotion for the new movie. Yeah, let a creature walk around town in the middle of the night. That would be wait, that would actually be like a really cool promotion. You imagine you wake up at like 1 in the morning and you see some shadow, like literally 2-story tall monster walking down the street at night, and then the movie gets announced. I want to see a movie company actually do that. I want to do that. Somehow they were able to stop any more copies of the story from printing again. A lot of money, it sounds like. I have too many questions. What was he even doing outside? How did he escape? Were Toho able to catch him? Most likely not if they stopped the stories. If I released a monster on accident and I caught it, I would let the stories run and run. Like, that's free promotion right there. You think the man in the suit still gets, like, family leave? The Mothman? Uh-oh. We're moving on to the moth person. Is that like a tsunami coming over the city? Or the monster? And the Mothman. This is like deep-fried Godzilla, and I'm here for it. Oh, a building just fell on that dude. Rest in peace. Is this like the actual movie? Like, are they just playing a bit of the actual movie and then showing us the backstory behind that movie? Because that is a really cool format. The spy I had befriended had told me what had happened during the time the man in the suit had escaped. Ooh, so we're actually getting some like real stuff. He had told me that something went wrong. Well, no duh. There was a monster in the street. He said this had happened because of what conditions the man in the suit was in. They started like torturing him and stuff, right? Like shock collars and all that, trying to get him to comply. He was lathered with some paste that made him look different and a bit shiny. So changing styles for different like movies and things like that. He had to wear a glossy type of contacts so they could hide his bloodshot eyes. He was forced to withstand high wind. It's just a picture of him falling like, no. He was dragged around. Yeah, dude. So he was really like not taken care of by these movie producers. Once they realized he was compliant, they were like, okay, well, here's what we're gonna have you do. He was treated like a circus animal. He pretty much became a circus animal at that point. During a production, instead of the man in the suit fighting another man in a monster suit, it would be replaced by a puppet. Dude, is this puppet about to come to life? I mean, at least they got smart trying to prevent the cream filling from turning into another monster. I can't get over that description. The man in the suit saw Masura, the puppet moth, as a living being. He thought someone was inside the puppet because of how lifelike it acted. Well, whoever was controlling that needs a raise, I guess. Toho thought this was a very smart tactic until they realized they had a problem. He had then added his own cream into the suit. Someone needed to be in one of the larva suits. Why? Why not hook it up to like a puppet string so that you don't get a fourth creature turning into another man in the suit? Our female actor thought it was a good idea because of how much security they had, so agreed to be one of the shots being inside the larva suit. Oh my god. Then she's gonna hatch into a giant moth. It was originally her first day on the job and invited her parents to see her act. Her parents did her care out what the character she was in the movie. They were happy that she was even included in the production. She's just like, she's a larva. Like, she's gonna come up on the screen, she's gonna look at her kids and be like, look, that's me up there. I'm that thing. The monster? No, you see the thing going, Sadly, the amount of security isn't gonna help her out of this trap she put herself in. Yeah, once you're in the suit, I think you're in the suit for good. That's what we've been getting this whole time. In one of the scenes they were filming, the man in the suit going after the Masura puppet, biting onto it. After realizing the moth was a puppet, he would go ballistic and charge after everything else, pretty much. There's the girl in the larva costume. She's either gonna get her head bitten off, or she's gonna get stepped on. Once again, we're doing this whole before and after thing. Got that little tiny larva. Okay. There's no like indication of what's inside the suit anymore. Charges forward after another suit. It just happened to be hers. The larva suit had plenty of headroom for her to duck down, but that won't stop the man from charging deeper. Okay. While her head gets bitten, her parents see everything. Yeah, she volunteered for this. After being on set, she knew it was gonna happen. There's her parents, proud of their little girl. They try to intervene. Uh-oh. They're all gonna get turned into larvas. It's kind of funny how they're white characters on the white costume, they're like morphing into the suit with the same colors. I don't know if that was just for simplicity, but they were both mauled to death by the man in the suit. Did the girl survive or did the girl become the suit? Dang, this whole family just got destroyed. After mauling them, the man in the suit would immediately try and protect the larva suit, but the production crew were ready this time. I would just shoot the thing. I wouldn't want another larva coming out of that. Another monster at all, pretty much. With tasers, they stunned him away from the larva suit. In some fit of rage, he barges through security and escapes. Again? Or is this what happened the first time? Is this how he is? Nope. Yeah, because the horrible conditions. He just kept running away, pretty much. There were teams so quickly dispatched to catch the man in the suit. 4 men were tasked to stay with the larva suit, wanting to try and get her out of the suit. Yeah, get her out as quickly as possible, bro. That's crazy, though. What if he kills them? He kills the person in the suit. The only way they could probably survive at that point is if the suit mutates them to stay alive. The spy was in the team to get this man in the suit. Uh-oh. No more updates from the guy, the spy. It took an hour to find the man in the suit. Well, it was quicker that time. The first time, they didn't even know they'd lost the thing. Like, it took a boy taking pictures to figure that one out. They saw him looking around the forest as if he was just wandering around and looking at nature. Dude hasn't been outside to touch grass in like 4 years. As if he was calm. He just became like a regular animal at that point. The calmness broke as it saw the people trying to capture it. I would say let the thing be, but I wouldn't want to let that thing be in my backyard. I don't know how I'd feel about that. The man in the suit was surrounded. Can we even call him a man in the suit? I think I said this earlier, but like, I'm pretty sure he could just be called the suit now. Then it would start to shake violently. just, he's going Super Saiyan on the people trying to capture him. He twitched as a sudden sound, as if he was vibrating. He's evolving. He's turning into true Charizard. Ew. Is he throwing up? Is he peeing? He vomited a red boiling liquid, presumably his own blood. Either that or he's just getting rid of the cream filling. Now he's no longer that human. He is just, the suit is its own being now, is what I feel like. Completely. The transformation's done. It just keeps going. Okay, it's done now, actually. It's probably a last resort the creature had, but somehow they had a hold of the beast and it took it back to the studio. Okay, so they had actually caught it. It was trying to, like, what, vomit on these guys to get them to stop catching it? The spy took a picture of what was left. Uh-oh. Oh, is that a puddle of its blood that it just vomited? Ew. They left quickly to go put the man in the suit into a secure place. Dude belongs in a padded cell. But like a padded cell that has colors and nice meals and heat and air conditioning. They feared the worst coming back. Yeah, that the moth was alive and the people were dead. Because you know that's happened. We haven't gotten an update since we've been gone trying to catch the monster. This is what they expected? Oh my god. Are we looking at the larva? Are we going back to like what the larva looked like? Because we already know what we expect at this point. This is what we expected. Wait, they expected to have the person merged into the suit. This is what we found. I guarantee you this time they got to him quick enough. There's a chomp taken out of the head. And the person did not survive because the suit did not save them. Unless it's a good ending. Maybe. Maybe they saved him. Her. Uh-oh. Did it post up in the corner in like a hive? Or what are they called? A chrysalis, maybe? I've gotten several updates on what happened after Monster incident. Oh my god, we're still going? 7 important things happened during that. The spy had passed by a room where Toho, executive, and government figure were talking. He was either listening or he was caught listening. They were talking about the current state on the matter. Well, I guess he was listening and wasn't caught because this dude got word of what was going on. Talking about the cocoon, the current state of Gojira was in, the news, etc. The most important detail I got from this is that I finally knew who was helping them along with hiding this. Yeah, the freaking entire government. Because they didn't want their people to freak out and think their government was incompetent. Secondly, was the cocoon. The cocoon or chrysalis was forming in one of the warehouses that stored the props for filmmaking. They're about to form cocoons around all of the costumes and turn them all into monsters. They got people to try and take it off, but when touching the cocoon, it sprayed an orange gas that flooded the room, presumably being something radioactive or poisonous. Yep, they're done. They're gone. Thankfully, no one got hurt. They evacuated the warehouse. Instead of removing it, they wanted to keep it. I'm very agitated about this whole situation. They're doing stupid little mistakes that ruin other people's lives. Dude, I know, right? Just nuke the whole place again. Thirdly, scientists, specialists arrive on the scene where the man in the suit releases the blood, expecting the same puddle from before, but they were met with this. Dude, it's always expectation, reality. Expectation, reality. When they expect reality, it's something different, which is not ideal. Is there something rising up out of it? It looks like a hairy tree to me. Why is there waves? Is it like it had gotten so bad that they needed people in hazmat suits so they could come closer to the puddle? Yeah, dude, I don't know what you expect from a puddle of radioactive blood that just got vomited out of a man in a suit's costume. As they looked at the puddle, they realized they needed to shut down the area. So they blocked it all off. They were too afraid to touch the substance. I would be too. It's kind of gross. Fourthly, someone at the scene of the puddle said that they could have seen an eyeball in the foaming puddle. They weren't too sure to believe their claims, thinking it could have been a hoax. But also, have you seen what's happened in the last couple years? They weren't taking any chances, looking closer if they could find the eye in the puddle. That's what I was saying. Like, you believe it's a hoax, you're already too far gone. You belong in the natural selection cycle. I'm sorry. They weren't successful for finding the eye in the puddle. The area around it was shut down. So that eye just closed up like a little alligator eye, boink. Fifthly, I found out that they were going to make another movie, despite what was... Really? This company is about to make a 6th movie. They're really just turning people into monsters because it's so successful. 6th, I've gotten mail from one of my daughters. Uh-oh. That can't be good. What did the letter say? Okay. paper? Is he gonna read it out loud, please? I don't want to have to read. Me, mommy, you, camera. Why is mommy sad? Everyone else is happy. There's a little character with a name censored out. We miss you, daddy. Oh, it's adorable. Dear blank, I have been worried about you. Blah, blah, blah. You have my support to be our Mary. Okay. I don't know what that said. I'm not pausing to read it. I can't read cursive. I'm just kidding. I can't. That was a joke. I miss them. Yeah, I would too. So this dude's like in Japan filming this movie while this is going down, probably. Is what it looks like. I'm stuck here. Only here to show what happened. My dude is literally becoming a superhero, just trying to portray like everything that happened. I want to go home, but I can't. He's leaving his kids at home just to show the entire world like all of the bad that this company is doing. After he's already been fired from the company. He's probably gonna get killed by the man in the suit. Last thing I got updated on was getting a concept art for what the new monster would look like. So what's that concept art look like? This time I'm gonna try and intervene before the movie ever gets made. So this is about to be like an unreleased Godzilla thing. Do you want to go home to your kids or do you want to intervene? Like that's the choice you're making right now. Can't let this happen, not for the third time. Buddy boy, there's been 4 other occasions, at least. Or do you mean like the monster escaping, I guess, because they're treating him so poorly? That's probably what it is, honestly. Is that a whole dragon? It is. That is a whole dragon. Fire breathing. Everything. Oh, it's actually like glitching out. Okay. Godzilla's kind of fire breathing, I guess. It's a bird? Alright, it's like really glitching out, so I apologize for the audio. Like, this is part of the thing. It's like... Okay, so we got the dragon kind of like... You just decided to descend. With 3 heads? Oh my god. The scarier they make the monsters, the scarier the monsters are really going to be. Have they not learned from their past 7 mistakes? Toho decided to be more careful and cautious during the filming of the next film. Yeah, you could have decided that on the first film. Just saying. Their plan was to make a semi-puppet, semi-suit. Their reason for this is to possibly confuse the man in the suit. Okay, so they're putting 3 dudes inside of the suit, and they're gonna merge to become one. Toho have been testing with the new materials that would be resistant to heavy damage. Nice, nice. Got some Kevlar in there. I like to see it. The materials consisted of blank, blank, and blank. We love that proprietary blends of costumes to prevent you from being killed by Godzilla. They literally have these people just decorating the costume to look like, if I were a monster, I'd want to have a couple horns here and 3 eyeballs, you know. I'd make my teeth a little bit sharper just so it's easier to kill these guys if they try and capture me again. And this is, yeah, everything looks about good. Fix up the hair a little bit. You know, this is what I would want to be if I was ever, you know, possibly turned into a monster. It's probably not gonna happen. Okay, Doc, I'm ready. The lower body would have the toughened material. Okay, so what about the upper body? What about the forehead area, the brain, the frontal lobe region? The head and neck, however, are made of puppeteering, meaning they wouldn't be made of this material. Okay, would it be easier to kill this monster if it became like a real monster? Most other kaiju that were in the film were puppets, learning from the mistakes of last time. The larva from Mothra was now a puppet. This time I will intervene. So it's coming down to it. Is that like a machete? That's what it looks like. Could definitely do some serious damage to a bulletproof suit from what it sounds like. I know it sounds risky, but to go to a workplace with a that's a shotgun. I didn't even notice that. I thought that was like a blade or a handle. It needs to be put down once and for all. I agree. They're just gonna make more, but I agree. There's the monster. His appearance changes. I'm not sure how. It might be Toho's doing. So see, I feel like this is like real size now. Like that's like a big monster because it could have only just grown bigger. Toho's team were incredibly confident about this plan. Were they on board with you or were they on board with the plan for the film? However, their confidence was put to the test. They were forced to get in the suit because if they built the suit, they were so confident they weren't about to waste other people's lives. That's definitely what happened here. They only had one last thing to film. The man in the suit was behaving properly because of the heavy security. Uh-oh, it's taking forever. It's glitching. The man in the suit couldn't possibly take a bite out of the suit actor because of the toughened material. Yeah, I find that hard to believe. However, they had forgotten about one thing. The butthole. According to how it was built, the neck and the head were the most vulnerable parts. Yeah, then why make the dude put his head and neck in these parts? The neck and the head were supported by the suit's actor's arms and hands. Why not make this part the least vulnerable parts then? Like, who cares about his But there's a contraption that makes a suit actor would pull a lever and open the mouth of the Ghidorah, I guess is what it's called. And one of the last shots, the man in a suit would just stay there, not moving. Maybe after trying to like take a bite of the monster, then he would start to shake violently. Uh-oh. Is he gonna vomit blood all over this costume again? Is that what's happening? Team Set tried to do something, but the suit actor for Ghidorah got too close. I'm not excited for what's about to happen. The man in the suit would bite onto the head of the Ghidorah and realize, oh, I can bite this thing up here. He'd probably rip off a head. He'd probably look down in it, see the actor inside of it. Yep. So that's the head of the costume. Once you take that out, you can then get down into the costume. The man in the suit would puke the same red boiling substance before into the suit's head. He's literally boiling this man alive inside of the costume. The acidic substance ran through the suit actor's arm that supported the neck. This Godzilla monster is as strategic as my cat is when she tries to attack me. This is what we expected. This is what we found. This is when I started to enter the studio. However, some of the workers there were confused. Dude with a shotgun coming to shoot Godzilla? I don't think I'd be confused. They might be confused about me bringing a guitar case to the shotgun I brought being inside of it. Maybe they just ordered some live music to be played on set to calm the monster down. They stopped me and asked me a question. Where have you been? What? Has everyone been on board with this whole spy situation? I asked, wasn't I fired? Dude, that note was written from one of the actors? You never were, they replied. What? Wait, then who fired him? Because he said it didn't look like it was from the company, but it was signed from the company. As I barged through, ignoring their comment, I realized that the set they were in had a power box in the room. He must have noticed me because after puking the acidic blood in the head of the Godzilla suit, he faced the power box. It happened so fast. Now he's sitting there in the dark. He's gonna have to use a flash on his camera to find the monster again. Probably gonna shoot everyone. The lights are gonna come back on, and the monster's gonna be the only one left alive. He's running through the dark rooms. Ooh, snap. Watch out. The floor is wet there. Wet floor sign. Big danger in a horror movie. I was just about to make a really dumb comment. I was about to say, they have flashlights in 1980? Never mind. Oh no, the monster's coming after him. That's not good. The camera fell, but the shotgun went off. And then the roaring stopped. My dude's running in flip-flops. You can hear the grippers smacking the ground. You got pictures of the monster? Did he blow his head off? That's what I would have done off like sequel 1. Dude would have been splattered against the wall just like that. Just like that. I wouldn't have dealt with him anymore. That thing's not human anymore. He's done. Wait, is he re-growing? Because his eyes are reflecting back. He's like Michael Myers. You just can't kill him. And he just lays there. Because you can see his like facial features were coming back to the suit from the before picture. And then we have like some really obscure picture. Is that the dragon? That's the dragon, isn't it? The three-headed dragon? That's not good. That's not good. You can see the shadow moving right in the middle there. You better have packed 3 more shells. At least. I would save a 4th one just in case. Uh-oh. Is there something coming out of the suit? Is that the man crawling out of the suit? That is. That looks like his face. Yup. On the left, you can see where he like bit down and threw up the acid into his body, basically. If you guys want to see another reaction, I'll leave that video right here for you.